Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Shivam Batra and today we will do exercise 10.2. The chapter name is circles. So we will continue from question number 7 here. So let's read the question. Two concentric circles are of radii 5 cm and 3 cm. Find the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. Two concentric circles are given, that means they have a common center. So let's draw two circles first. Suppose this is the larger circle and this is the smaller circle. The radius of smaller circle is 3 cm and the larger circle is of radius 5 cm. We have to find the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. The chord of this larger circle, suppose this is the chord here, and this chord of the larger circle will be the tangent for the smaller circle because it is given it touches the circle at one point. So it will be tangent for the smaller circle. Let us say this is the center. O is the center, P is the point of contact, this AB is the chord of the larger circle. So we have to find the length of AB. Here we can see that the larger radius OA is equal to 5 cm and OA will be equal to 3 cm. So given two concentric circles with center O. O is the common center for both the circles. OA is equal to 5 cm. OP is equal to 3 cm. So we have to find AB. We have to find the length of AB. Now we can see that OP is the radius of smaller circle, AB is the tangent. So OP will be perpendicular to AB. So solution part, AB is tangent to smaller circle, therefore OP will be perpendicular to AB because radius is perpendicular to tangent. We have studied that. So if this is tangent, this will form a right angle triangle and this OP will bisect this AB. We can easily prove that also if we prove triangles congruent OAP and OBP. So OA will be equal to OB, OP common, and these two angles are of 90 degree. So from here also we can say that AP is equal to BP. Or we can directly use the result that OP bisects AP because this is the chord and the perpendicular line from center to the chord bisects it. So OP bisects AB, that is BP is equal to AP. So we can find this part AP or BP from either of the two triangles. So in triangle OAP, OA square is equal to OP square plus AP square. So from here AP square will be equal to OA square minus OP square. OA is 5, so 5 square minus OP is 3. So this is 25 minus 9. AP square is 16, so AP will be 4 cm. So this part is 4 cm. We have to find the whole part. So therefore AB will be equal to 2 times AP. So 2 into 4, this is 8 cm. So this is question number 7. Let's see question number 8 now. A quadrilateral ABCD is drawn to circumscribe a circle. Quadrilateral ABCD is given which is circumscribing a circle. Prove that AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. So this opposite sum of the opposite sides of the quadrilateral will be equal. AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. So we have to prove. So let's start the proof part. From here we can see that the sides of the quadrilateral AB, BC, CD and AD, these form the tangents to this circle because it is circumscribing them, and we know that two tangents from the same point are equal in the length. So A, B, C, D are the external points from which these tangents are drawn, and these tangents will be equal in length. So we have to just equate the length of the tangents from the same point. So first of all, AP will be equal to AS. Let's talk about the first point A. AP will be equal to AS. Length, or we will write the reason for the every equation once. For B part, for B point, BP will be equal to BQ. This BP will be equal to BQ. Next, CR will be equal to CQ. This CR will be equal to CQ. These are the two tangents from the same point C. And last one, DR will be equal to DS. This DR will be equal to DS because these are the tangents from the same point. So the reason for all of these parts will be lengths of tangents from same external point are equal. Whenever the tangents are drawn from the same point to the circle, the tangents are equal in length. Now say this is equation 1, 2, this is 3 and this is 4. So we will add all these equations. So add 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we will add the LHS part on LHS part, and we will add this right hand side part on the right hand side part. So this will become AP plus BP plus CR plus DR is equal to AS plus, I am writing AS DS, and BQ plus CQ. On adding this will become, so what is AP plus BP? AP plus BP is equal to AB. This will become AB. Similarly, CR plus DR is CD. AS plus DS. This is AS plus DS. This is AD plus BQ plus CQ. This will become BC. So this is the proof of this question, question number 8. Now after this, question number 11. We will talk about question number 11 first. Prove that the parallelogram circumscribing a circle is a rhombus. Now this question, 11th question, is very much similar to 8th one. In 8th question it is given that this is the quadrilateral ABCD, but in question number 11 it is given that ABCD is the parallelogram. So we have to prove that ABCD is a rhombus. So for question number 11 we have to do the same proof till this part, and we have to add one or two more steps in this part. So I am doing changes in this part. So this will now become question number 11. The whole part is same up to this step. Now it is given that ABCD is a parallelogram. Which is circumscribing a circle, and now we have to prove that ABCD is a rhombus. So in parallelogram opposite sides are equal, but in rhombus adjacent sides are also equal. Then that parallelogram becomes rhombus. So now till this part we have to do. After this we have to add two steps here. Now we can replace AB, CD by AB, and AD by BC. How can I do that? Because it is a parallelogram, ABCD is a parallelogram, then opposite sides will be equal. So AB will be equal to CD and AD will be equal to BC. Opposite sides of parallelogram. That's why AB is equal to CD and AD is equal to BC. So this will become 2AB is equal to 2BC. From here we can write AB is equal to BC. From now we can see that the adjacent sides are also equal. AB is equal to CD, and in a parallelogram if adjacent sides are equal then it becomes a rhombus. So we can say that ABCD is a rhombus. So till this part it becomes question number 8, and we add these two steps, then it will become question number 11. Let's see question number 9 now. It is given that xy and x dash xy dash are two parallel tangents on the circle, and this AB is another tangent which has point of contact C here. So we have to prove that angle AOB is equal to 90 degree. So to find angle AOB we have to do the construction join OA, OB and also join OC. Join OA, this will be OB, and let's join here OC. So now we have to prove that this part, this angle is equal to 90 degree. Let's start the solution proof. Let us say this is angle 1, this is 2, this is 3 and this is 4. So we have to prove that angle 2 plus 3 is equal to 90 degree. So let's say in triangle OPA, in triangle OPA and triangle OCA. This is the triangle. From here we can see that OP will be equal to OC. Why? Because they are radii of same circle. OP is equal to OC, and OA common. OA is equal to OA. These are common sides in the both triangles, and AP will be equal to AC. Tangents drawn from same external point. Then the tangents are equal. So from here we can see that triangle OPA is congruent to triangle OCA. Clear? And what is the rule for this? SSS rule. Now from here we can say that angle 1 is equal to angle 2 by CPCD. Let us say this is equation number 1. Similarly, for these two triangles we can prove that angle 3 is equal to angle 4 by doing the same process. So we don't need to prove again. So we can write similarly angle 3 will be equal to angle 4. By the same proof for these two triangles we can prove that angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Now we can see that POQ is a straight line. So the sum of all four angles will be 180. So as POQ is a straight line, so angle 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 will be 180. Angles on same line. Let adjacent angles lying on the straight line, and the sum is equal to 180. Now we can see that angle 1 is equal to angle 2 and angle 3 is equal to angle 4. So we can replace 1 by 2 and 4 by 3. So this will become 2 times angle 2 plus angle 3 is 180. And from here we can see that angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 by 2. So angle 2 plus angle 3 will be equal to 90. And what is angle 2 plus angle 3? This is angle AOB. So angle AOB will be equal to 90 degree and screw. So this was question number 9. Let's see question number 10. Prove that angle between the two tangents drawn from the same external point to the circle. There is a circle and there is external point. From this external points, two tangents are drawn here. P is the external point, AP and BP are the tangents. So we have to prove that angle between these two tangents, that means angle APB, this is the angle between the tangents, is supplementary to the angle subtended by the line segment joining the points of contact at the center. This angle and the angle subtended here at the center by this radius line segment, that means radius from the point of contact, these two angles are supplementary. Clear? So we have to prove this. So I think we don't need this construction part, we can also do it without construction. So there is no need to do. So let's start the proof now. We can either do it by dividing it in the form of two triangles and by doing angle sum property, or we can just apply the angle sum property in the whole quadrilateral. Clear? From here we can see that AP and BP are the tangents. So OA will be perpendicular to AP. That means angle OAP will be equal to 90 degree because radius is perpendicular to tangent. Similarly, OB will be perpendicular to BP because radius perpendicular tangent, and angle OBP is equal to 90 degree. Now in quadrilateral OAPB, the sum of all the angles is equal to 360, angle sum property. So in quadrilateral OAPB, angle OAP, let us say this is angle 1 and this is 2. Angle OAP plus angle 2 plus angle OBP plus angle 1 is equal to 360, angle sum property, and angle OAP and OBP are each of 90 degrees, so we will put here. So angle 1 plus angle 2 plus 90 plus 90, this will be 360. So angle 1 plus angle 2 will be 360 minus 180. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is 180. So angle 1 is the angle subtended at the center, angle 2 is the angle between the two tangents. We had to prove that these two angles are supplementary. Supplementary means the sum is 180. So angle 1 plus angle 2 is 180 degree. So this was question number 10. Let's see question number 12 now, the most important question of this exercise. There is a triangle which is circumscribing a circle. This length BC is divided into two parts because of this point B, such that this part is 8 cm and this part is 6 cm. So we have to find the length of AB and AC. So we can see that if this is 6 cm, then this will be also 6 cm because CD and CF are two tangents drawn from the same point, same external point C. If BD is 8 centimeter, then this BE, this will be also equal to 8 centimeter, tangents drawn from same point. So let us suppose this AF is equal to X centimeter, then this AE, this will be also equal to X centimeter. Clear everyone? So we will write BD is equal to DE is equal to 8 centimeter and CD is equal to CF is equal to 6 centimeter. Tangents drawn from same external point. Tangents drawn from same external point are equal. So if this is 6, this is also 6, this is 8, this is also 8. And let AF is equal to AE is equal to X centimeter. These two will be also equal to X because these are also the tangents from same point A. So now we have to find the length of AC and BC. So from here we can see that if this is X, this is 6, then AC will be equal to X plus 6 centimeter. AB will be equal to X plus 8 centimeter. And BD is equal, so BC is equal to 6 plus 8, that is 14 centimeter. So now all the three sides of this triangle are known. Now we can see that the whole triangle ABC is divided by three triangles OAB, OCB and OAC. So these three, this is a one triangle, this is the second, this is the third. So these three triangles together form the whole triangle. So in short we can say that the sum of these three triangles will be equal to the sum of the sum of the areas of these three triangles will be equal to the area of the whole triangle ABC. So we will find the area of the whole triangle first, then we will find the area of these three triangles separately, and we will add this area of these three triangles and will equate to the area of the whole triangle to find the value of X. So first of all we will find the area of triangle ABC by Heron's formula. So in triangle ABC first, semi-perimeter is A plus B plus C by 2. That means this will be equal to X plus 6 plus X plus 8 plus 14 by 2. 2X plus 28 by 2, and this is equal to X plus 14. This will be the semi-perimeter. Now find the area of triangle ABC. This will be equal to root S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. This will be equal to X plus 14. X plus 14 minus what is A? A is X plus 6. B is X plus 8. And C is X plus 14 minus 14. Now we can see that here this will become X plus 14 into this X will cancel out. 14 minus 6 is 8. This X will cancel out. 14 minus 8 is 6. And this 14 will cancel out. This will be X. Clear? So this will become root 48x into x plus 14 centimeter square. So this is the area of the whole triangle ABC. Now we will find the area of triangle separately. So first of all, in triangle OAB, area triangle OAB. This is half base into height. This will be the height here because all these angles are of 90 degree. So this will become half into, what is the height? Height means this part is OE and OE is equal to 4 centimeter because this is the radius of the circle. Half into 4. And what will be the AB? AB will be x plus 8. So this will become 2 into x plus 8 centimeter square. Similarly, area of triangle OBC, half base into height. Height will be again OD, that is 4, and base will be BC, that means 14. Half 4 into 14. This will be 28 centimeter square. And third, area of triangle OAC. This will be half. Height will be again OF, that is 4, and base will be x plus 6 now. So this will be 2x plus 12 centimeter square. Clear everyone? Now we have find the area of the whole triangle and the sum of the areas we will do of these three triangles separately. This will be equal to this area. So now area triangle OAB plus area triangle OBC plus area triangle OAC. This will be equal to area triangle ABC. So putting the values here, this will be 2x plus 16. This will be 2x plus 12. And this will be 28. This will be equal to this part, root 48x into x plus 40. So now adding 2x plus 2x, 4x. And this will be 16 plus 12, 28. This will be 28, 56. This will be root 48x into x plus 14. Squaring both sides, this will become, taking 4 common first. So this is the final equation we have constructed. Now I am rubbing the starting part here. So this is the equation, 4 into x plus 16 is equal to 48x into x plus 40. Now squaring both sides, this will become 16, so this will be 14. 14 into 4 is 56. So this will be 16 into x plus 14 square. This is square will be removed here, 48x into x plus 14. From here we can see that one factor will be cancelled out, x plus 14, but later on we have to put this factor is equal to 0. If we cancel a factor, then we have to equate that factor is equal to 0. We will do it later. And this will become now 16 into x plus 14 is equal to 48x. Now this 16 into 3 is 40. So x plus 14 is equal to 3x. 2x is equal to 14. X is equal to 7. And once we have to put this factor, so x will be minus 14. This value will be rejected because the length, x is the length of the side and the length cannot be negative. So the value of x is equal to 7. So therefore we can write AB is equal to x plus 8. That means 7 plus 8, 15 centimeter. And AC is equal to 6 plus 8. This will be equal to, or we can write first, x plus 6. 7 plus 6, this is equal to 13 centimeter. So this was question number 12. Now question number 13, the last question of this exercise. Prove that opposite sides of a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle subtend supplementary angles at the center of the circle. ABCD is a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle. We have to prove that the opposite sides of these quadrilaterals subtend supplementary angles at the center. That means we have to prove that if we join this is the angle subtended at the center by the side CD, and this is the angle subtended by the side AB. Let us say this is point O here. So we have to prove that angle AOB plus angle COD is equal to 180. These are supplementary angles. So we will do construction. Join OA, OB, OC, OD, OP, OQ, OR and OS. Clear? So we have to prove this whole part is equal to sum of these two parts is equal to 180 degree. Clear everyone? So let us say this is angle 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, 6, 7 and 8. Clear? So let's start the proof. In triangle ORD and triangle OSD, I have taken these two triangles. I will prove that these two triangles are congruent. So here we can write OD and OD are common. OR is equal to OS, radii of same circle. And dr is equal to ds, tangents from same external point. So by SSS the triangles will be congruent. So angle 1 will be equal to angle 2 by CPCT. Similarly we can prove that angle 3 will be equal to angle 4, angle 5 will be equal to angle 6, angle 7 will be equal to angle 8. By proving these two triangles, 3 will be equal to 4, by these two triangles 5 will be 6, and then by these two triangles 7 will be equal to 8. Now angle 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8. This will be equal to 360, complete angle. The whole angle, this will be equal to 360. Now we know that 1 is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5 is equal to 6 and 7 is equal to 8. So I will replace 1 by 2, 4 by 3, 5 by 6 and 8 by 7. This will be equal to 2 times angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 6 plus angle 7 is equal to 360. So angle 2 plus angle 3 plus 6 plus 7 will be equal to 180. And what is angle 2 plus angle 3? This is angle COD. And angle 6 plus 7 is angle AOB. This is the required proof. So this was exercise 10.2. So I will see you in the next video. Till then, like, subscribe and share. Thank you.